When you hear the name Rolls-Royce, your mind probably jumps straight to luxury cars gliding down city streets. But today, let's set aside the iconic automobiles and focus on a different side of Rolls-Royce, a side that's been quietly shaping the world for over a century. This is the story of the engineering powerhouse behind some of the world's most advanced jet engines, and now a company on the brink of a technological revolution. Rolls-Royce isn't just about luxury, it's about innovation at the highest level. For decades, they've been the driving force behind the engines that power commercial airliners, military jets, and even spacecraft. Their expertise in precision engineering and high-performance machinery has made them a global leader in aviation technology. But now, Rolls-Royce is setting its sights on a bold new frontier, one that combines artificial intelligence and nuclear energy. The company is embarking on an ambitious plan to reshape the future of computing and energy, bringing together two of the most transformative technologies of our time. The world's appetite for AI is growing at an astonishing rate. Every day, data centers around the globe are working overtime, crunching numbers and powering the algorithms that drive everything from search engines to self-driving cars. But there's a catch. AI is incredibly hungry for electricity, and our current power grids are struggling to keep up. That's where Rolls-Royce's genius solution comes in. Instead of relying on distant, aging power plants, they propose building mini-nuclear power stations right next to the data centers themselves. These compact reactors, known as power pods, could deliver a steady, reliable stream of clean energy exactly where it's needed most. Imagine a future where these small but mighty power pods quietly hum away, providing clean, carbon-free electricity to the digital brains of tomorrow. No more worrying about blackouts or energy shortages, just a seamless flow of power, fueling the next generation of AI breakthroughs. If Rolls-Royce pulls this off, the impact could be enormous. Not only could they become Britain's most valuable company, but they could also set a new global standard for how we power our digital world. Investors and tech leaders are already taking notice, seeing the potential for massive growth and innovation. Instead of sprawling, centralized power plants miles away from where the energy is actually needed, these nuclear pods would sit quietly beside the data centers, delivering power with minimal transmission loss. It's a radical shift in how we think about energy infrastructure, one that could make our digital future more resilient and sustainable. In many ways, this is Rolls-Royce's biggest pivot yet, a leap from conquering the skies to mastering the digital clouds. But when you look at their history of innovation, it all starts to make sense. They've always been about harnessing power, whether it's for flight or for the future of computing. Now they're channeling that same spirit of engineering excellence into powering artificial intelligence. By connecting their legacy of high-performance engines to the needs of tomorrow's data-driven world, Rolls-Royce is positioning itself at the heart of the next industrial revolution. Their vision is nothing short of global. Rolls-Royce aims to power the digital infrastructure of entire nations, ensuring that countries can compete in the AI race without sacrificing sustainability or reliability. It's a plan that could redefine what it means to be a technological superpower. If they succeed, the UK could become a world leader, not just in AI, but in clean energy as well. It would be a monumental achievement, one that puts British innovation back in the global spotlight and sets a powerful example for others to follow. It's a true moonshot, ambitious, risky, and full of promise. But with Rolls-Royce's track record of turning bold ideas into reality, I can't help but feel excited for the ride ahead. The future of power, and perhaps the future of AI itself, might just be built by the same hands that once built the engines of flight. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a futuristic concept. It's the engine that powers our modern world, quietly working behind the scenes in ways most of us barely notice. Every time you ask your phone for directions, stream a movie, or get a medical diagnosis, AI is there, making things faster, smarter, and more efficient. Its influence stretches across every corner of our lives, from the way we shop and communicate to how our cities function and our hospitals operate. In healthcare, AI helps doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, while in traffic management, it keeps our roads safer and less congested. It's in classrooms, supermarkets, and even in the way we receive our news. But as AI's reach expands, so does its appetite for energy. The more we rely on it, the more power it demands, growing at a pace that's hard to keep up with. Think of AI data centers as gigantic artificial brains, humming with activity day and night. Just like our own brains need energy to think, these digital brains need vast amounts of electricity to process information, learn, and make decisions. Training a single advanced AI model can use as much electricity as hundreds, sometimes even thousands of homes do in a year. And that's just for one model. Imagine the energy needed for the millions of models running worldwide. The demand for computing power is skyrocketing, with no signs of slowing down. Every new breakthrough in AI means more servers, more data, and more electricity. Today, some data centers already consume as much power as entire small cities. Their energy needs are so great that they can influence local power grids and even cause shortages. By the end of this decade, experts predict that data centers could use up to 1/10 of the world's total electricity supply. That's a staggering amount, enough to power entire countries. This is a hidden crisis quietly fueled by our insatiable digital habits. Every time we scroll, stream, or search, we're adding to the load. We crave smarter apps, faster downloads, and more powerful devices. But the question remains, how will we power it all without overwhelming our planet? This isn't a distant, hypothetical problem. It's happening right now in real time as our appetite for AI grows faster than our ability to supply it with clean, reliable energy. In some places, new housing developments are on hold because the local electric grid simply can't handle the extra demand from nearby data centers. The march of AI is unstoppable. But if we want to keep up, we need to rethink how we power this revolution, finding smarter, cleaner solutions before the hunger for energy outpaces what our world can provide. When you send a message, stream a video, or ask an AI a question, have you ever wondered where the electricity powering all that data comes from? The answer, for most of the world, is fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas. These energy sources have powered the digital revolution, but they come with a hidden cost. Every time you interact with AI, whether it's generating an image, translating a sentence, or searching the web, you're indirectly contributing to carbon emissions. Each request triggers a chain reaction. Servers spin up, data travels across continents, and all of it is fueled by electricity that often comes from polluting sources. Our digital world, from social media to cloud storage, is built on a foundation of energy that pollutes the air and accelerates climate change. The more we rely on digital technology, the more energy we consume, and the bigger our carbon footprint grows. The environmental impact is massive. Data centers are now some of the largest consumers of electricity on the planet, and their appetite is only growing. This demand is driving up emissions, melting ice caps, and fueling extreme weather events around the globe. Tech companies are investing billions in renewable energy, wind, solar, and hydro, to try to clean up their act. But renewables aren't always reliable. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow, especially when data demand is at its peak. AI and data centers need power 24/7 every day of the year, but wind and solar can be unpredictable, leaving gaps that are often filled by fossil fuels. This makes it hard to run a truly green digital world. And it's not just about electricity. Data centers also consume vast amounts of water to keep their servers cool. In some cases, a single facility can use as much water as a small town. This puts enormous pressure on local water resources, especially in regions already struggling with drought or water scarcity. The competition for water can leave communities and ecosystems at risk. So as we build bigger and smarter AI, we're also polluting the air and straining precious water supplies. The environmental cost of our digital lives is growing, and it's a problem we can't ignore. The AI industry faces a complex power puzzle. How to keep up with skyrocketing demand for data while reducing its impact on the planet. Now, Rolls-Royce believes it has a bold solution: small, advanced nuclear reactors that could power data centers cleanly and reliably day and night. Could this be the breakthrough that finally makes our digital world truly sustainable? Nuclear power often conjures images of massive plants. Enter the small modular reactor, SMR, a new idea. Traditional plants are like old mainframes. SMRs are modern servers. Built in factories, SMRs are cheaper, faster, and safer. They can be placed where power is needed, like next to data centers. This eliminates miles of expensive infrastructure. SMRs prioritize safety with passive systems. They shut down automatically if something goes wrong. Smaller, smarter and safer, this is Nuclear 2.0. Rolls-Royce isn't new to nuclear. They've led for 60 years. They build reactors for the UK's submarines, complex and reliable. This experience is invaluable for civilian SMRs. Rolls-Royce has decades of nuclear expertise. They're not starting from scratch. They're building on proven tech. A UK factory will produce SMR components. They're an engineering powerhouse with a track record. While others are in design phases, Rolls-Royce is ready to build. They're leveraging their nuclear heritage for a head start. AI and SMRs are a perfect match. AI data centers need reliable, clean power. SMRs provide constant electricity, unlike renewables. AI can't afford power cuts. SMRs offer baseload power. Nuclear power is zero carbon, crucial for tech companies. SMRs create a carbon-free ecosystem for AI. Location is key. SMRs can be built on site. This gives data centers energy independence. They have their own clean, reliable power source. It's the ultimate solution for AI's power needs. Rolls-Royce is turning vision into reality. They're making deals with tech giants for nuclear power. These companies need clean, reliable energy for growth. Rolls-Royce is in pole position in this race. Major American tech companies are interested. They're seeking long-term industrial-scale solutions. Rolls-Royce's design is advanced, leading in Europe. They've started the regulatory process ahead of rivals. The UK government backs them, seeing a massive opportunity. It's a chance to create a world-leading industry. Rolls-Royce is a national champion with government support. Rolls-Royce faced tough times but is bouncing back. The jet engine business struggled, but a new leader emerged. Tufan Erginbilgic launched a turnaround plan. Costs were cut, operations streamlined, and profits soared. This financial stability supports the SMR plan. They're using engineering profits to fund future tech. It's a strategic move from a resurgent company. Rolls-Royce is ready to build a skyscraper on solid foundations. Building a new nuclear industry isn't easy. There are challenges and risks, but the potential is huge. SMRs are cheaper, but still costly. Delays or performance issues could set back the project. Public perception of nuclear power is a hurdle. Waste management is a political and technical challenge. Competition is fierce globally. The opportunity is enormous.